Okay, this is another cracker of a yarn we came across this week. Tennis superstar Nick Kyrgios has been called out by his neighbours for parking his green Tesla, fluoro-green Tesla, mind you, inconveniently in a shared car zone. The locals of Zetland. Firstly, what is Nick Kyrgios doing living in Zetland? Surely it's not his actual place. It's got to be his girlfriend's place or something, doesn't it? Took to their Facebook community group to express their displeasure. Who would have thought that a car like that would draw attention to itself? Kyrgios has responded to the complaints in typical Kyrgios fashion. Have a listen.
I've parked in the right spot. I've made amends. Sorry for my inconvenient parking for one day. I've parked in the right spot. We're in the middle of the NRL season, guys, so talk about other sporting athletes, not where I'm parking. Let's focus on those type of things. But yeah, it's all good now.
So he's doing a look at the eagle too.
You know what he's doing? He's actually doing a catter, but what about the crocodiles?
But what about the crocodiles?
Every day a Queenslander gets taken by a crocodile.
It's amazing. It's like, hey, can we just, there's an NRL scandal just around the corner. Like any minute now, the Bulldogs are going to do something. Can we just focus on them? Eamon Fitzpatrick, can you blame the left for Nick Kyrgios being incapable of reading parking? Because this is what his sister said, I should say. His sister actually said, oh no, he didn't realise that it was a shared parking zone. Aren't there signs? Isn't there? Anyway, can you blame the left for Nick Kyrgios parking in the wrong spot? 30 seconds, time starts now.
Well, I reckon he probably didn't see or couldn't read the signs because in inner Sydney these days, there's so many council signs telling you not to be racist, not to be offensive, don't do this, don't do that. No wonder he didn't know what he was doing. But his eagle, which is that big luminous green Tesla, I mean, that's a great ad campaign right there. I want one of those.
Who knew that Nick Kyrgios was so right on about climate change? I think that's the real take-home message.
It's Climate 200. There you go. That's going to emerge. It's who's behind this.
He just loves Elon Musk. Todd Hayward, is this something? Because there is such a thing as visual pollution. And
Is this Tesla visual pollution?
which is the definition of a gull-wing fluoro-green Tesla. But because I think was it Clover Moore? Or was a progressive council was going to actually do an audit of all the street signs because there were too many of them. And they were too confusing. So maybe this really is the left.
Yeah, and I don't know how people from out of Sydney get around Sydney because there are so many signs. It is so confusing. But look, Nick Kyrgios is a bloke who spends his life being told what to do. He's got a guy in a chair or a person in a chair who tells him whether the ball is in or out, when to serve, whether it's hit the net or not. He can't do these things by himself. I mean, he needs to park there and have somebody in a chair saying, out.
I think we should just shortcut all of this and just have parking spots for really virtuous smug people. Because really, this is what he's done, right? He's gone, OK, this is a go-get spot. Really virtuous people don't have cars and drive go-gets. I'm really virtuous because I've got a Tesla, so therefore I can park in the go-get spot. So let's just abolish the sort of language about go-get and so on, and just say, if you have a smug car, you may park here.
The Rocky Jacenko effect.
That is genius. You've won already this week. So that is exactly. I hadn't even thought of that. So a go-get spot is actually the exact same thing as a Tesla spot because it's a parking spot reserved for virtue signallers.
Yes.
That would go off.
That is...
Pay a premium to be the virtue signaller. That's going to solve every council budgetary issue.
Well, certainly the City of Sydney would be absolutely covered. Every car spot would be free for all.